not covered in paint for a change. I'm just out in my studio getting a couple of things organised because there's some paintings going to the framers, and I thought I'd show you the reality of my studio by the end of a week, which is a right mess. So what I need to do is I need to clear everything up and put some things in stiffy bags and get them in the house. But there's quite a lot of work out here, so I thought you might want to see it. So pretty much all of this work will be with Marine House. Some of it's for Battersea, most of it is for Hampstead Art Fair, which is in May. So Battersea Affordable Art Fair is in March of this year, and Hampstead Affordable Art Fair is in May of this year. And you might think, crikey, how come I've finished all these paintings? It's because I've got my solo show at Marine House in September, and all those paintings need to be finished for the beginning of July. I'm also exhibiting with Paragon Gallery for the Fresh Art Fair. So there's the Cheltenham one and the Ascot one, and there's the art fair in Hong Kong, and there's loads of paintings to paint. Anyway, I'm waffling. You'd rather see the studio than my face and me waffling. So that's why I'm so, it seems like I'm so far ahead. I'm actually on schedule. So have a look at the paintings. I shall turn you around. Here's the reality of me just dumping everything and leaving the studio. Look, I haven't even got tops on ink. I did wash my brushes though. So this painting isn't finished. I'll do that on Monday. I think there's some problems with the colours here, although through the camera it doesn't look like there are quite so many, and some compositional issues that I think need to be resolved, but I'm not entirely sure. I do like these bits though, because they are the sort of branches and the reflections of the branches, but we shall see. I shall see. I need to have a think about that. And my sketchbook on the floor. You might have seen a time lapse of this painting this week. This painting came so quick. It's really weird. I don't really know how it happened. I think it's because I was refusing to listen to my head, and I was really driven by the colour palette. What's that hanging around here? I was really driven by the colour palette for that painting, and memories mainly. You may have also seen a picture of this trip ditch. It's now been separated off into separate pieces. I don't know, it remains to be seen whether these two end up going somewhere together. I don't know, they might. But I think I want to give this one to Paragon. So I'm going to take that one to my framer today. So that's this half of the studio. I really do need to crack on and tidy it and stop waffling on. So lots of seascapes going on at the moment, and then that's because there's quite a few treescapes over here. This lovely meadow, which again I was really driven by the colour palette, so that's obviously a thing at the moment. This painting actually I painted in Cornwall, and I'm still trying to decide whether it's finished. I think it is. I think I've got to stop overthinking it. And then this really acid green painting, I knew I really wanted to get this purpley blue in and these turquoises in. So this is quite a restricted palette for me, quite a limited palette. But then having said that, the one behind, listen to them all crash to the floor in a minute. Oh, just show you that nice close-up detail. That's the sort of magic, is the close-ups, isn't it? Look at that. This is a really restricted palette for me, but I love the drama and the amount of times I've woken up early in the morning in Devon in beer and been looking at this type of view. I've lost count. I just takes my breath away. So this is a lot of memory. This painting, it did come together from memory. And then this beastie here, oh dear, that's professional, isn't it? This beastie here has been hanging in my house for months, doing my head in, because it wasn't right and I couldn't work it out. And I really wanted to keep this light on the floor, because that spring day, that's what was so magical about the woods, was the acid green and the light. But the composition wasn't working until I put this tree in. And funnily enough, my sister and my nephew were over, And I said, can you just have a look at this painting and tell me? And they told me what I thought it needed. That's me sounding like I knew what I was doing. Which was to put that tree in. So yeah, I did think that, but I just lost all confidence in doing it because it's framed. So there's a painting behind here you may have seen as well. I think that needs some, I think it might need some work. And then this painting here, which I think is pretty much finished, but it does need a bit of refinement. So I need to have a look at that. So that's my studio on a Friday, a tip. So I'm gonna go and tidy it up because I need to get to the framers, and it's a beautiful day and I want to walk the dog. So I hope that was useful or enjoyable, and yeah, there's the reality. I'll see you again soon. Bye.